Bee and PuppyCat is an American adult animated streaming television series created and written by Natasha Allegri. The series revolves around Bee, an unemployed woman in her early 20s, who encounters a mysterious creature named PuppyCat. She adopts this apparent cat-dog hybrid, and together they go on a series of temporary jobs to pay off her monthly rent. These bizarre jobs take the duo across strange worlds out in space. The original series was produced by Frederator Studios with the animation initially outsourced to South Korean studio Dongwoo Animation. The series originated with a web pilot in 2013, followed by a Kickstarter-supported first season which was released on YouTube from 2014-16. A readapted series entitled Bee and PuppyCat, Lazy in Space was produced and billed for a 2019 release on VRV, but was delayed and leaked online in 2020. Netflix later commissioned 3 additional episodes, also readapting the pilot episodes, and then packaged these along with the Lazy in Space episodes. The complete rebooted series launched in 2022. Kaboom! Studios also published a comic book adaptation from 2014-16. Plot: Bee is a cheerful, eccentric young woman in her early 20s who is habitually fired from menial, low-paying jobs. On her way home from a failed job opportunity, PuppyCat, a strange, mysterious creature, falls from the sky. She takes him in and, when he sees that she is broke and unemployed, PuppyCat teleports himself and Bee to an alternate dimension where they are given a job by TempBot, a gigantic, intelligent television screen. Despite the dangers that this line of temporary jobs would pose, Bee finds that she has a talent for the work and that it pays well enough for her to disregard the dangers. An ongoing plot element of the series is PuppyCat's past, revealed to be a space outlaw whose love for a space princess ended with him being cursed into his current state by a group of warlocks who constantly attempt to capture him wherever he goes. Other plot elements include Bee being revealed to be a robot, her relationship with the wizard family and their youngest Deckard, a talented chef with a crush on her who eventually attends cooking school at her behest, and Bee's preteen landlord Cardamon struggling with his work while caring for his comatose mother Violet. It all comes to a head in the second season finale when the island on which the story takes place on is revealed to be PuppyCat and Violet's spaceship, which is finally repaired as group leaves Earth when the warlocks attack their planet. Characters. Main. Bee is a young woman who physically appears to be in her 20s and meets PuppyCat after being fired for sleeping on the job, becoming a temp worker who takes assignments from TempBot along with wardrobe changes for whatever planet she is assigned to. Bee has a strong dislike of water and also knows the wizard family for years with connoting her lack of aging. Bee later revealed in Donut to be a robot created by her father. In the second season finale, Bee is heavily damaged in saving Mully while sentient parts of her body use the wish crystal shards on Mully's person to become energy beings in Bee's likeness. PuppyCat, the mysterious creature that is Bee's companion and roommate, named for his appearance and being an egocentric jerk. He would later be revealed to be originally a candy hunter known as the Space Outlaw, who led a bounty hunting group called Team PuppyCat. But he ended up in his current form when he fell in love with a space princess who tricked him so the warlocks can seal him away, only for their attempted sealing spell to unintentionally deform the Space Outlaw into PuppyCat. TempBot, also referred to as a Signbot, is a series of robots that each act as a temporary employment agent for PuppyCat with a shared memory bank that allows them to identify their temp workers. In the pilot episode, TempBot is voiced by Marina Sirtis, Hannah Hart for Farmer, Roz Ryan for Cats, Ellen McLean for Game, Joan Copland for Wedding, Diana Garnett for My Favorite and the Season 1 remake, Suzanne Burhow for Gentle Touch, Male Flanagan for Did You Remember, Alison Cowles for Bird Friend, Natasha Allegri for Two Clown Noses, Amelia Sheldon for Golden Eyes, and Terry Hawkes for Little Fingers and Why Don't You Help Me. Deckard Wizard, Bee's friend, neighbor, and former co-worker. Deckard works as a prep cook at the cat cafe from which Bee was fired. He harbors romantic feelings towards Bee. Deckard has a stutter and heterochromia. After the season 1 finale, Deckard leaves home in order to attend culinary school despite initial reluctance to leave Bee and home. He returns home in the second season finale. Ka Wizard, Deckard's sister and roommate who was a former wrestler and worked at Howell's Cat Cafe before becoming a freelance computer programmer seen working in Java. She is the only one of her family who takes note of Bee's inability to age and the strangeness that occurs around their home. Like her brothers, Ka is also named after a wizard. Her full name is Castaspella. Cardamon is a young boy who is Bee's landlord, businesslike and mature for his age. He takes care of his comatose mother Violet, whom he regards as a princess. He also has a dog named Sticky. The second season depicts his stress of being a landlord, having little to no adult supervision, being bullied in school, and finding ways of disposing the blobs that have taken over his apartment. In the season 2 finale, Violet places him back in stasis with her. Toast is the 11th ranked wrestler from Ka's former wrestling team and holds a grudge against Ka's departure, as it leaves her to be the lowest ranking member on the team. She intrudes into Ka's home life as a result and constantly picks fights with her, marrying Merlin and giving birth to their twin children. Crispin Wizard, Ka and Deckard's third oldest brother who works in a garage as a mechanic. He has an interest in clowns since he ran away to the circus because his family accidentally forgot his 12th birthday. He incorporates clowns in his art, which ranges from sculptures to cars. Crispin and Bee used to be in a relationship and lived together in Bee's apartment until he moved out. He still harbors some romantic feelings for Bee. Recurring. Howell Wizard. Howell is the manager of the Cat Cafe and the middle child of the Wizard siblings. Wesley Wizard, the second oldest of Ka and Deckard's siblings who's an avid fisherman. Merlin Wizard, the oldest of Ka and Deckard's siblings who accidentally gets Toast pregnant, becoming her unwed husband as a result. He is also a doctor. Tim Wizard, the fifth oldest of Ka and Deckard's siblings. He is quiet and has a journal of everyone's secrets. Bird Bee's scientist father who mysteriously disappeared. Warlocks, the series antagonists who are tasked to hunt down PuppyCat, placing their arms through a portal into space which turns them into enlarged limbs that fumble around for their quarry. Mowgli, a giant cat who befriends Bee, able to teleport to anyone's location if he possesses an item of theirs. A former maker of magical wish-granting donuts. Though he escapes the Warlock's grip after they grabbed him during their attack on the Donut Planet, he ends up being controlled by them before Bee snaps him out of it at great cost to her body. Double Mouth, a monster who used to be the Space Outlaw's strict teacher, serving as the first enemy Bee and PuppyCat encounter during their first temp job together. Pretty Patrick, the host of Bee and PuppyCat's favorite show, who also happens to be the mayor of the island. Narb, a convenience store worker. Guest. Violet Cardamon's comatose mother who is revealed to be PuppyCat's partner when he was the space outlaw, the two being childhood friends. In the second season, after Cardamon gave his mom half of a wish donut in an attempt to revive her, Violet begins shedding tears with the wish-altering properties of a wish crystal that gradually fill up their apartment. Violet briefly reawakens in the second season finale, revealing to actually be in stasis before returning to it with Cardamon until Bee's father has been found. Ms. Coffee, Cardamon's teacher. Mr. Assam, Ms. Coffee's boyfriend. Boss, Mowgli's overbearing boss on the Donut Planet who lost his livelihood. He was voiced by Tommy Wiseau in Donut, and Eric Bauza for Golden Eyes and Season 1 remake. Mr. Cup. Ross. Sugar Cube. Claire. Dinosaur Kid. John Hammerbottom, Hardhead, Cathead, Harlequin Turtlebottom, Fish Girl, Cooking Prince, Wiggly Worm number 1, Wiggly Worm number 2, Fuzzy number 1, Fuzzy number 2, Worker number 1, Worker number 2, Worker number 3, Snail number 1, Snail number 2, Grasshopper, Classmate number 1, Classmate number 2, Temp Worker, Wallace, Ladybug, Farmer, Crab, Cat number 1, Cat number 2, Elder Bird, Bird Citizen, Video Game Girl. Production. Original series. Bee and PuppyCat originated as a 2-part 11-minute pilot, which was uploaded to Frederator Studios' YouTube channel Cartoon Hangover as part of Too Cool Cartoons, a project Frederator referred to as a Big Idea Cartoon Incubator. Part 1 went online on July 11, 2013, while Part 2 in a video with both parts together went online on August 6, 2013. The shorts also aired on Nintendo Video on November 1, 2013, and had a rerun on January 14, 2014. While Part 2 aired on January 20, 2014, as a supposed rerun. 4 episodes from Season 1 also released on the platform. You can still find the episodes on the 3DS's Nintendo eShop to this date. After gaining popularity online, Cartoon Hangover started its first Kickstarter project to fund additional episodes. The Kickstarter started on October 15, 2013, and achieved its $600,000 goal with 6 days left. By the end, it had raised $872,133, funding 10 6-minute episodes, the first of which would air in the summer of 2014. At that time, Bee and PuppyCat became the most successful animation Kickstarter in history, number 4 in the film/video category, and the number 1 Kickstarter based on a YouTube video. Bee and PuppyCat, the series premiered November 6, 2014 with a second 2-part episode. While a few episodes were released early to Kickstarter backers in 2015, the majority of the season was released through 2016, with production concluding in March that year. The second half of the season was planned for a YouTube release in late spring/early summer 2016 but were released November 11, 2016 on VRV instead. The complete first series was eventually uploaded in full to the Cartoon Hangover YouTube channel on December 1, 2018. I Lazy in Space/I. None. Episodes. Pilot. The pilot was released via the Cartoon Hangover YouTube channel, and Nintendo Video in 2 parts. Original series. Note: the entire series was directed by Larry Licklider and written by Natasha Allegri, Madeline Flores and Frank Gibson. It was billed simply as the series I Lazy in Space/I. None. Comics. Boom Studios published a tie-in comic book through its KBOOM imprint. The comic was cancelled after number 11 in 2016 despite issues number 12 number 16 having already been solicited. Preview catalogs that year listed issues number 12 number 16, along with cover art and synopses. Reception. Critical reception for the series has been positive, though some fans have criticized the art and tone changes between the pilot and the Kickstarter-backed full series. In December 2014, critic Robert Lloyd of the LA Times listed it as one of the best TV shows of the year. The AV Club favorably rated the episode Food Farmer, which they felt did a good job expanding Bee's character. The episode Little Fingers, then intended as the second episode of Lazy in Space, won Best Animated Series at Ottawa International Animation Festival in 2019.